Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Rusty McCranie, and welcome to Weather Express. It's your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, we have excessive heat and strong and severe storms from the northern plains all the way down into the southeast for today. Other areas of active weather as well. We'll get started near these two areas of low pressure, one in South Dakota and one in Kansas. First of all, as this boundary is lifting to the north, it's providing some thunderstorm activity for the southeast sides of Nebraska, northeast Kansas, and into Missouri. We've had some heavier rain over Kansas City, but look at these air temperatures in the western sides of Kansas, back in the panhandle of Oklahoma and Texas. Temperatures right now mid and upper 90s for actual air temperatures, but when you factor in the humidity, the heat indices, or what it really feels like, have actually gone all the way up well above 105 and 110 in a couple of areas over the last couple of hours here. So excessive heat likely in these spots. We have heat advisories that are all over the place for these areas. Now, looking at the current warnings that are into place, we've had a couple of flash flood warnings in the Kansas City area with excessive rainfall there. Several inches of rain have fallen, noting another area of some active storms right now on the southern sides of Minnesota. One severe thunderstorm warning, some massive hail out of that at this point in time. When we look at the overall risk for severe storms for today, we're actually going to see storms develop in Montana and the Dakotas later in the day that will make a run through the northern sides of the plains and into the western Great Lakes. So places like Minneapolis and Omaha could eventually see additional severe storms, more the generalized thunderstorms for this time of the year back into the southeast. We'll go to the northeast. You want a gorgeous part of the country. This is what you're seeing for today. Air temperatures today, mid and upper 70s in a lot of spots. This is what it looks like on the visible satellite imagery. Just some fair weather clouds in the area. Now, thunderstorms are beginning to band up over portions of the southern side of the Ohio Valley, through the Tennessee Valley, and into the mid-Atlantic states. These thunderstorms are still somewhat more of a garden variety. The yellows that you see are special weather statements. When we get to those red polygons, those are severe thunderstorm warnings. But the southern sides of West Virginia, central and the eastern sides of Kentucky and Tennessee, back into the western sides of the Carolinas, and into Georgia. Now, these storms will be getting much more active into Florida, where we do have one severe thunderstorm warning right now as we get into tomorrow and Wednesday, and I'll highlight that coming up and the reason why. Again, very hot, very dry in the southern plains at the hour. We still have some active storms in portions of the Four Corners, and we're beginning to see more kind of intrusions of cooler air trying to sneak into portions of the Pacific Northwest, especially into northern Idaho and the western sides of Montana. Yeah, some air temperatures there are actually only in the 40s. Now, again, heat advisories, South Dakota all the way down into Florida. The feels like temperatures 108 to 112 in some of these areas. So please be very cautious for a lot of the central and the southeastern United States. Let's get into the models. I'm going to bring up the HRRR model, the high resolution rapid refresh. We'll loop this up over the next 48 hours. You'll see the thunderstorms again. It's kind of garden variety right now in western Montana, but they're going to pulse up a bit as they get to the eastern side of the state, and then a nice little squall line is expected to move through places like Bismarck and into portions of Minnesota and Wisconsin during the late evening and overnight hours. This is a secondary round. So here's round number one for today. For your Tuesday, another secondary round is coming through. That one could even have stronger winds, maybe 70-plus-mile-an-hour winds in a couple of spots. We'll see more active weather back through portions of the Intermountain West, and then we're going to have much more active weather in the southeast. There is going to be a trough that's going to stall out over the peninsula of Florida, and we're going to see waves of rain and potentially some mid and low level spin. Is there a low end chance for a tropical system here? Yes. Regardless, there's a lot of tropical moisture, and very heavy excessive rainfall is likely for portions of the southeast and especially Florida in the coming days, where we're going to watch out for some flash flooding there. This is the risk for excessive flooding for today. It does include portions of Florida, more highlighted right now over the Tennessee Valley, the central sides of the United States, and again back into the northern plains. With the storms I already showed you, the risk for severe storms for tomorrow again slides a little bit farther east into especially Minnesota for tomorrow, including the Minneapolis area. One little area of potential severe storms for places like Atlanta, Jacksonville, Florida, and Savannah, Georgia as well. And then for your Wednesday, we take these storms that are in the western Great Lakes and just drive them deeper into the Great Lakes. The UP of Michigan, storms will develop back into the eastern sides of the Dakotas, and another line developing the hail threat for the eastern sides of Wyoming and into Colorado. Go out to the broad perspective here, bring on the total precipitation from the GFS model. And again, if you live in Florida, especially the peninsula, 1 to 4 inches of rain each day for both Tuesday and Wednesday. We could end up with, I know it's a wide range, but 2 to maybe locally 8 inches of rainfall. You can see that on the map here. So again, some flooding with that tropical moisture is possible. Other heavier rain, again, the Dakotas into the western Great Lakes, and there's still some stronger thunderstorms and some heavier rainfall portions for the central United States. Generally speaking, out west, we're dry, we're beautiful, few more showers moving back into the forecast into the northeast starting on Wednesday. Friends, as you can see, I'm out of time. Appreciate you making Weather Express a part of your daily routine. Thanks for taking a quick second and liking and subscribing. It really helps support the channel. Have a great rest of your day. I'm back tomorrow with your latest 5-minute forecast.